Greetings, Marvel Strike Force fans. I am Cerebro, your community manager. Yes, we are still doing the working from home thing, and welcome to your community update. We are quickly approaching the next version update for Marvel Strike Force, and it is going to bring with it a bevy of new characters and reworks to existing characters. One of those new characters infesting the battlefield next will be Swarm, the human hive that will be bolstering the Sinister Six faction. Be sure to check out our newest weekly blog over on MarvelStrikeForce.com in the update section for a complete breakdown of his kit and more bee puns than you can fit into a honeypot. Entering the milestone rewards next will be none other than the White Queen Emma Frost. Somewhat similar to previous events, you will be able to spend gold, campaign energy, and fight in battles in order to get to certain milestones and gain Emma Frost shards. A common misconception is that even though she has the last name of Frost, she does not have any cold-based abilities. Rather, she has a diamond form. But that icy glare of hers is enough to make anyone shiver. Brr. Hopefully, by now, you've unlocked a 5-star Spider-Man symbiote for your roster, as Shuri's legendary event will be returning soon, and you will need a minimum of 5 Spider-Verse characters at 5 stars in order to unlock her. She's an excellent support character, even outside of the Wakandan faction, so be sure you get your hands on those cat gauntlets right meow. You heard me. It's never been a better time to beef up your Hydra faction, and you'll get another chance as Red Skull will be returning to Blitz. But with Baron Zemo also coming soon and making a power play, it's going to be a tough call to decide who's going to be king of the Hydra Hill. And finally, the Calling All Agents bonus event will allow for you to earn double drops on character shards to reinforce your field agents. All right, guys, I am super psyched to have with us today Mr. Rick Mayer, who's on the design team. Welcome, sir. Thank you for coming by.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Excellent, excellent. Before we dive into today's topic, could you tell the good people out there a little bit more about what you do on the team?
Yeah, I'm a game designer, as you mentioned, and the focus that I have on the team is I do what we call integration, which is the work that kind of bridges the intent that our artists have, like VFX artists, animators, character, everything, with the intent that we have from the like combat data, I guess, like the actual like gameplay parts of it, and just kind of make sure that those all work together and are mindful of each other, and kind of ultimately deliver what the fantasy of the character is on all aspects.
Nice, nice. What are some of the things that you've worked on in the past? Anything that our players would probably be aware of?
Yeah, I actually do significant contributions to like two to three characters a patch. Since I started, the very first character I worked on was Phoenix and Dark Phoenix. I did a little bit of work on her, and then the first 2 characters that I really worked on were Shocker and Rhino from the Sinister Six.
All right, so we are here today to talk Dr. Octopus, who is obviously a very popular character in the Marvel Universe. How do you and the rest of the team go about approaching that challenge?
We have mostly the same process for all the characters. I think the really popular ones, the ones that people are most likely to have like deep long-term connections with and a lot of nostalgia, they're actually kind of more fun to work on. We have brainstorm meetings, I guess you could call them, towards the early parts of the process. And these are normally where we try to figure out, like, hey, what would be, like, criminal of us if we didn't include this aspect of the character? Or, like, what really, when you hear this character's name, what do you really think of?
Would you say that the team approaches, like, when you know it's going to be a legendary character in our game, does that change the approach or the discussion at all?
Yeah, it has impact for sure. It obviously does, and one of the reasons, well, there's many, but some of the key reasons why they're treated a little bit differently is because they're for sure thought of as part of a team, and then they're also an additional consideration. We kind of want to make sure the legendaries feel good off of the team, like they get the luxury of just feeling just generally like super awesome because they're such usually like powerful or iconic characters. We generally get a little bit more time to like kind of indulge on animations and things like that. So there's a lot more subtle touches or things we just got to spin up and spend more time on.
Awesome. Yeah, I know that. I think the character animations rank maybe not if at the top, like very close to the top as the thing. One of the things that our players just love about our games is how we bring those and you guys bring those characters to life.
Yeah, and I think Doc Ock's a great example. Like talk about the animations because. God, the artist, I think, really killed it with him. The animations for Doc Ock required a lot more technical considerations because he obviously has several tentacles that are moving. And so because of that, we needed to spend up more efforts for him, which we were able to do because he's a legendary character.
Okay, so you mentioned that you guys think of legendary characters as part of a team. Obviously, he's Sinister Six. So what's he going to be bringing to the table here for the Sinister Six faction?
Some of the big things you'll notice with Doc Ock right away in terms of Sinister Six synergy is we talk a lot about chargeable Sinister Six. And so chargeable Sinister Six are just specifically Sinister Six characters that have a charge mechanic in their kit. We'll be introducing a couple of those in the same release as him. So that'll be kind of... exciting new mechanic to play around with is chargeable characters. He also will bring some benefits to them, just kind of broadly in terms of stats, and also some bonuses for war. So he'll really turn a team that is kind of known for being very punchy, very upfront burst in their damage, right? With ultimates like Shockers and Vultures, and the hard-hitting Rhino. Like they hit very hard before, right? And very upfront. With Doc Ock, you'll see a lot of survivability, sustain, power, just across the board. Everything with him